It was the knock that unsettled me. Not loud, not frantic, just wrong. A firm, deliberate tap on the front door at 7:12 a.m., 2 days after I'd thrown her out. 2 days after I'd told her not to come back. 2 days after silence finally returned to the walls of this house. I opened it, half expecting her shadow on the porch. Instead, 2 officers, dark uniforms, cold eyes, professional pity. "Mr. Alden?" I nodded. The taller one spoke first. "There's been an incident. Your wife, Sandra, her body was found early this morning." The rest was a blur of phrases. Rope, abandoned warehouse, unclear whether suicide or foul play. I just stood there, hands steady, jaw tight. But inside me, something cracked. Not from grief, no, from recognition. Something had finally snapped in her, or someone had helped her fall. 3 nights ago, she sat across from me at our kitchen table, the same table where we raised children who weren't mine. She didn't cry, she didn't beg, she simply told me. Yes, I had an affair. Her voice was thin, not apologetic, not even ashamed, matter of fact. And the children, they're his, biologically. But he's dead now. They love you, Robert. They only know you. I didn't speak. I watched her lips move. She'd chosen that moment, 30 years too late, to untie a knot she'd hidden with careful, calculated patience. 30 years of photos, family dinners, school plays. Lies. I remember her hands, how they trembled slightly around the coffee mug, as if she expected me to shatter, but I didn't. I simply stood, opened the door, and said, "You can leave now." The silence that followed was colder than anything I'd ever felt. Not because she broke my heart, because she'd stolen 3 decades of my life, and believed a single confession could make it right. That night I didn't sleep. I walked the halls, looked at old photos, touched their frames, tried to remember if they'd ever looked like me. The boy, his nose, the girl, her eyes. I saw it now. How could I have missed it? The next day I called a private lab. Hair from an old brush, a toothbrush. It was surprisingly easy. I told no one, not them, not her. I smiled when I needed to, cooked dinner, listened to music, pretended to exist. But inside, I was dissecting it all. Each memory like a sealed room I was now tearing open. The camping trip when she got sick and stayed home. The sudden, unexplained gifts from her mother. The 3-week writing retreat in Vermont. All the little absences that didn't mean anything, until now. Her phone was gone, but her laptop wasn't. She'd forgotten to log out of her email. Or maybe she hadn't. Maybe she wanted to be caught. Maybe guilt made her careless. I read everything. And when the DNA results arrived, I already knew what they'd say. The envelope was white, clinical. It might as well have been a death certificate. I read it once, then again. 99.98% exclusion. Twice. I waited until she returned that night, thinking she could explain it all again. Thinking maybe I'd cooled off. I met her in the driveway, said nothing, just handed her the envelope. She opened it. Her face didn't fall. It imploded. Terror, disbelief, something like shame flickered through her features, but not sorrow. I didn't know how to tell you," she whispered. "You just did," I replied. She reached for me, instinct, not love. I stepped back. She cried then. But it didn't matter. The storm had already passed. Now we were just standing in the wreckage. I called my lawyer that night, filed for divorce the next morning. She begged to explain, left voicemails. I deleted each one without listening. The children, my children, asked questions. I told them the truth. Quietly, calmly, no raised voices, no venom. Just facts. They cried, but not because of me, because the one who gave birth to them had lied to all of us, even to herself. She came to the house one last time. The locks had been changed. She stood outside in the rain, hair matted, eyes wild. Her voice cracked through the door like a ghost. "Robert, please, don't do this." I had no choice. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I watched her through the peephole, then walked away. Let her scream into the silence. Let her realize what it feels like to be unseen. The police still don't know what happened to her. Maybe guilt is heavier than it looks. Or maybe someone she lied to finally snapped. I don't ask questions. I don't attend funerals for the dead inside. The children stay with me. They know the truth now. They chose who their father is. Blood never made us family. Loyalty did. And betrayal ended it. I sit alone most nights now, not because I'm mourning, but because silence has become honest. She once said I was too cold. She wasn't wrong. But now I see it for what it was. Not a flaw, a weapon. And I'm finally learning how to use it.